Welcome to Living Magically. I'm your host, Magical Michelle, and this week we have the week of April 6th, and it is a recalibration week. It's a balancing week. It's a moment in time where all planets are retrograde, and we're getting ready to see some things shifting and changing and coming to fruition. It's definitely a tumultuous time. We have a lot of Aries planets. This means that emotions are very, very high. There's a lot of ways you can use this energy though. We have a lot of planets in Aries and we'll have even more. We're getting ready to have Mars move into its home sign of Aries. And so my invitation to you is to use this energy to be a creator, to be a initiator, to be a doer, versus use this to fight a battle. There's two ways this could work, and we already know what's happening on the outer side of your body. When we're looking at the world view, we're definitely seeing that collapse of an old way of being, and we are definitely seeing things that appear at least to be maybe some of the worst times we've ever seen as we have been alive. And I've been watching this astrology for a really long time. If you watch me, you know this. And this is the good news. The good news is every planet is direct. Now the moon is getting darker in the sky. So this illumination we had at the full moon is more now in a releasing phase. We're getting ready for next week, which has this massive new moon in Aries, where all of these planets are in Aries, but people are forgetting that there is a lot of planets in Aries right now too. The good news is Taurus is in Venus. So we're going to have a Venus in Taurus, which is its home sign. Venus is ruled, Taurus is ruled by Venus, but we're also going to have Mars in its home sign. So we're going to see this opportunity to choose wisely. This is a moment where if you take a deep breath, do your breath work, and get aligned before you have big conversations. It's an opportunity to have massive, big communications. We have Chiron in Aries, which is the wounded healer in Aries. And so this is the am I enough, and how do I communicate my wounds of being enough? So if there is a need to have a conversation about being worthy, about being deserving, maybe a raise, maybe an interview, there is a lot of incredible energy right now for this to work out for you. This is the moment to align more with your destiny and less with your fear, but to do the inner work instead of doing the aggressive work. Do the steps. And really, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, go to the beginning. Even if you've done this 1,000 times before, go back to the beginning. Do the steps absolutely, like cross your T's, dot your I's, go back to the basics. You've probably learned everything you will ever need to know, but maybe you're not doing everything you need to do. Maybe you aren't doing it all at the same time. So I've started looking at what are all of my best practices and how do I integrate them, weave them at the same time? How do I bring everything I know to do, every right vitamin, every action step at the same time, while also counterbalancing to rest, to beauty, to love, to peace, to harmony. There is an invitation to harmonize, an invitation to align, an invitation to get rid of denial. One of the things that's going to come up right now is, what have you been not telling yourself? The thing that you already know that you need to be doing, but you haven't been putting yourself pedal to the metal. What is that one thing that could move the needle that you know to do? You know that you know that you know to do, and you've been resisting. This is that last week before the new moon. This is that we have a week and a half. We have until the 16th and 17th, depending on where you are, for this new moon. And so I invite you this Thursday to work with me. I have a free masterclass to work with this energy. We're calling it the Blue Rose. It's a masterclass. It's free. It's online. It's complimentary. It's an opportunity to work with your psychic senses, to align with your Akashic Records, to create the reality that you're meaning to work with and through and for. So as you do that, the invitation is, what is that step? What is the active? What is your soul aligned to doing? So right now, get clear, get clarity, and take action. The energy right now is to take very strong, some people will need to start at baby steps, and some people will start with big, bold steps. But whatever you need to do, take one step at a time. Take one step forward and then another and then another. And that's how we will finally feel, after the 17th, we will feel the full momentum of the fire horse year. But right now, that spark is ignited. This full moon, it ignited something within us. This 4/4 energy, it stabilized us. This energy is like, I hate to say it, lighting a fire under our butt to get us moving in the direction we're supposed to be going. And if you're going in the wrong direction, Saturn is going to yank that carpet out from underneath you and redirect you. So if you're going in the wrong direction and you get a redirection, take it as a sign for the universe. If you have been resisting some change you know you need to make and it just keeps coming up, know that this is the right time to do it. And I'm gonna give you a beautiful wording, whether you use God, universe, goddess, spirit, soul, whatever you want to use, but say that out loud and then state, I am open to be aligned to my divine destiny. I am ready to be surprised and amazed with all the wonderful things that are happening. I am ready to be delighted with my new life. I am ready to be delighted with the synchronicities that are even better than I can think of. But if you have a question, also say, make it so clear that even I can't deny it. Give me a sign. Surprise and delight me, but give me a sign in the right direction. And so when you do that, it starts opening up your guides. Invite your guides. Invite your Akashic Record keepers. Invite your Council of 12. Invite your ancestors, your benevolent ones. Invite your spirit guides. Invite your angels and archangels. Invite your God and Goddess councils. Invite the ascended masters. Invite the ascended beings from multidimensional places. Invite positive fairy energy to surprise, delight you, make you on your track, and take you down the path. Open doors, remove obstacles, clear the way, because this is that key time. There is a key, there is a door, there is a gateway. What I invite you to do is to step through it. Make the step. And that starts energetically, because whatever you truly desire, what you desire, not want, not need, not from a place of lack, but really just feel aligned with, is actually coming from a version of you that already has it. That's quantum physics. The true heart's desire is actually you, spirit guiding yourself from the future. So align with your higher self, align with the version of you that already has it, align with the version of you that is claiming it, and be the frequency of the one. Be the one who is taking aligned action. And then it becomes inevitable. Get really certain in your mind. Visualize it. This is an incredible time for fire magic, big bonfires. It's an incredible time for candle magic. It's an incredible time for lighting that spark. Anything where you're working with fire, burning away, cleansing, removing the old, or igniting and claiming the new. Both are acceptable in this 10-day stint of time before that new moon. Write it down, vision board it, junk journal it, take and make a snapshot, a picture. But make a snapshot and a picture in your mind, because your mind cannot tell the difference from wanting something, having it, and visualizing it in your frontal lobe as you imagine it in your mind's eye. Then you become the frequency of one who already has it. Then you connect to the guidance through gratitude. So you're thanking these guides. You're thanking yourself. You're thanking everything before it technically appears, because you're so certain you already know it. So you're in gratitude for it. You are it. You have become the shift. The shift is you. You have already moved into the new version of you. That's a frequency shift. That's the identity shift. I do it all the time. I'm in the middle of an identity shift right now. And I invite you to come along for this ride. I am so excited, so inspired with the new blue rose material that's dropping in right now. We're going to do a journey, starting with this masterclass, which is complimentary, starting this Thursday. We'll put the link in the comments. We'll send out an email, and all you have to do is sign up for it. And if you are available to come live on Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern time, we'll do it live on Zoom. We will have a recording, so anybody who signs up for it can have the recording as well. But the bigger invitation, and if you're really feeling that this is your moment to align to your destiny, to connect to your deep psychic intuition, the blue rose, this is the indigo lapis blue. It is the mind's eye connecting to the throat, connecting to your intuition, connecting to the ray, the blue ray, like this ray of Sirius, like the ray of the blue star, like the ray of the energy of deep work, the blue rose, which has a lot of joy, a lot of compassion, but also knowing, the certainty. If you want to know that you know that you know that you know, and move from questioning to certainty, this is the program for you. If you've worked with the Akashic Records and you want to go deeper, if you want to work with your record keepers and your Council of 12 and your own deeper soul, this is the program for you. If you don't feel that that is the way to go, but you want to work directly with me, I do have one more slot available for the Design Your Destiny program. And of course, we are always doing soul circles at the Urban Ashram in person. In fact, tonight we'll be with Patrick doing sound healing on the the 20th, we'll be having my birthday party and drumming, shamanic drumming. We'll be doing those live at the Urban Ashram. We've got Living Magically, which is going to bring in the ability to manifest on command. That's a much smaller program, but it's monthly. And so there's all kinds of opportunities to work with me. But the invitation right now is to make one big decision, take one big action, be bold, be brave, be ready, because this alignment that's happening on the 17th of April, it will never happen again in this lifetime. We will never have a 0 point to 1 point degree of Aries stellium of planets like this ever. It is the complete restart. It is the new beginning, and it leads up to a series of really powerful full moons. We have the May 1st full moon that will then be followed by a really potent series of moons, which includes a blue moon coming. We only have a blue moon once in a blue moon, and we have it this summer. So we are in the magic. We are the magic. And this is the time. Now is the time. The time is now. And so I invite you to come be in community, because I can choose to be alone, or I can choose to be in community. I can choose to go down the negative rabbit hole that's happening in the world, or I can choose to be the version of me that already has peace, love, unity, compassion, respect. If you keep choosing that and you keep focusing, start sending energy out into the world. Peace, unity, love, respect, compassion, healing, light. Because when you include everyone and everything in that energy, then you are also included in that energy. If you see yourself aligning to New Earth and seeing everything get resolved, that's the word to use when you're in healing for the greater collective, that all of us come to a greater resolve that returns us to unity, respect, oneness. When you see that, you're included. You're choosing a timeline where you are going to be part of this revolution. The revolution is love. The revolution is compassion. The revolution is hope and certainty, even beyond understanding. This is the moment of choice. This is a choice point for the greater collective. And so do yourself a favor and obviously stay aware, but more importantly, choose the vibration and frequency you want to be in. Choose love, choose whimsy, be creative. This Aries energy is very creative. So make art, make music. If you've been going to write. If you want to gather as a collective and join in circles, join in prayer. We've never had more mass prayer than we have right now. We've never had collective consciousness as a unifying force like this. There's never been a major crisis point in history that is recorded where we've had access to telling each other, okay, at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and that's 1 o'clock Eastern time, every single Saturday, love, unity, love, peace, unity, respect. That's the mantra every single Saturday as a collective consciousness. And we've never seen the number of unified field. You start with your own heart. You create a coherent field around your body. When you are in coherence, you start aligning the other people around you. Be the cause of coherence. Be coherent, heal thyself. Start with yourself. Work on yourself. Every time you want to judge another person, say, what can I do inside of myself to be less judgmental? Every time you want to criticize someone else, what do I need to do to be less critical on myself? Anytime you feel someone is in need and you can't help them, help yourself a little bit more. Anytime you can heal somebody, can help somebody, can be just a kind word or a light in the storm, or do a random act of kindness, that is being at cause instead of at effect. This is the time. The time is to create. You, my dear, are a creator. You, my dear, are the beginning of the creation of the reality that you deserve, the reality that you're creating. So get into alignment. Take these 10 days. Do what needs to be done to be in the frequency and alignment. Clean your house, clear your schedule, finish uncompleted projects, start projects. You don't have to wait till the new moon. We are already in the beginning energy. It is all happening as we speak. You can take your time. It doesn't have to all happen right now, but go back to what you know you should be doing, what you know you desire to be doing, the things that light you up, the things that make you feel good, and even the devotion and discipline to do the things that are hard, but will get you where you want to go. This is where we put the pedal to the metal. This is where we take aligned action to be the version of us, maybe through the difficult times, maybe through a little bit of resistance, but we're pushing past that resistance right now. We are here to be the change. That is the contract. If you're listening to this, I promise you, you are a changer in this world. May not feel like it, may feel like you're even in a rut, may feel like the world's gone crazy, but I literally promise that if you are someone connected to me, we signed an energetic contract, an agreement to be here at this exact moment on earth to be the change. Even if all you're doing is anchoring your light in just a normal regular job, or maybe you're even unemployed and you're holding your light, you're holding your strength. Whatever you're doing, do it with love, do it with compassion, do it with respect, do it with a renewal of your creative life force energy, whether that means calling all your soul fragments back and clearing your energy 15 times a day. Someone asked, well, that seems like a lot. Well, every time I feel out of alignment, I realign. Every time I need to clear the energy, maybe I was driving on I-4, maybe I had a conversation that I was helping somebody, but I picked up on some of their emotions. I'm going to clear. So in this time, there isn't too much clearing. There isn't too much refill. So refill your energy. Call the light home. Call your soul fragments home. Send everything that isn't yours out of your field. Release the hooks and cords. Put up a big, beautiful ball of light. There is nothing more protective than love and light as your field. So be the field. Your auric field is all the way at the top of your fingertips above you, all the way the fingertips to the right and to the left of you, all the way to your fingertips in front of you, all the way to your fingertips behind you. And people forget that. Their field is all the way behind them, as far back as if their fingertips were touching, all the way below them and 3 feet into the earth. This is your auric field. And when you can come to the center, to coherence, if you can just close your eyes and breathe for 2 to 3 minutes, this will bring you back to, and maybe you even have to say, I am safe. Just put yourself back, close your eyes, say, I'm safe, everybody out, call myself home, remember to breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. With your eyes closed, your body's nervous system will reset. And right now, that coherence, that creation of the terrestrial field around your body is the most important thing you can do for yourself and everyone else. Because if just each of us kept our own energy clean, kept our own frequency high, kept doing little tiny steps of random love and kindness, we don't have to worry about everything in the world. We just have to remember our own imprint. There is a reason why we are scattered all over this world. The healers, the light bearers. We're scattered so that in these exact times, this exact moment in time, we can hold the line. We can hold the love. We can hold the light. We can hold the coherence. you're like a crystal on a grid. Wherever you are, wherever you're inspired to be, wherever you need to be at any given time to balance the grid, that's exactly where you are. That's one of the reasons why I love sacred sites. I love them. When you go to these sacred sites, you're able to tap into the earth grid. You're able to send healing directly into the earth and to the people, to the animals, to the plants. And you're also able to receive activation. So one, you're activating the sites, and two, they're activating you. They're helping you remember who you are. They're helping you have codes of remembrance and clarity. They're helping you raise the frequency because they have special insight into this world. So when you go to someplace like England, to Glastonbury, to Stonehenge, to Avesbury, to these beautiful places, you're being activated, you're being magically awakened. So if that is something you want to do with me this summer, I have just a couple of spots left to go the end of June, the beginning of July, to be in the activation energy. If you've been called to Egypt, I have that for you too in February of 2027. But whatever you're doing, take the step, make the deposit. Whatever you're doing, if it's the bad habit, take the hard step to break the habit. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of realigning to your solar plexus and your will to stop the habit. And sometimes people can be a habit. Comfort over action can be a habit. And I really do believe in rest. I love me a good napitation, going to bed at a reasonable hour, eating right, all those things. But also, sometimes we make excuses about action, and sometimes action, and that's what Aries energy is all about, is taking those beginner steps of action. So go out, take some action, make a decision, go out, be aligned with your highest self. And like I said, please come to the masterclass on Thursday, and we will work together toward the alignment to that soul's desire, that intuitive force, the Akashic Records, and your deeper blue ray of the rose. I love you so much. I wish you, as always, a very magical week. And it is. Oh, it is a magical week. I wish you love, magic, and just a whole big dose of finding yourself right now. I love you.